And here we are, the final level of Rogue Planet to burn. Now, this is the worst ending of Act 2, and it's not something I've shown in its entirety to avoid spoilers, but, well, if you're watching this far, you clearly don't much give a shit, or you probably just wanted to hear what I thought about my own game, so there we are. I break the fourth wall and quite directly taunt the player. I write an angry message to the player who's decided to kill, maim, and murder and destroy everyone and everything in my game. Here's a few new weapons as well. Bare-knuckled, your hands. Well, steel-knuckled gloves anyway. Originally it was supposed to be a literal steel wire where you choke your enemies to death. But I couldn't get that, so fists it is. A Desert Eagle, which unfortunately the sounds weren't replaced properly, so it's just using whatever stock sounds there were. And then some more ammo for your full auto assault rifle. As well as that, later in this level you get rocket launchers and a bunch of grenades, so it's pretty cool. So here we are. Radiation, death, and destruction everywhere. I didn't have time to make a full new level, but, I figured I would at least try to fuck up one that already existed. So the message of this game is to not be as cruel and destructive as Marcus was. Be civil, be kind, and be excellent to each other. Even the most horrible games, I think, should have some kind of uplifting message. It's very in the style of classical rock or death metal from the 80s and 90s. Stuff like AC/DC, where they'll always have uplifting and, kind messages. And I always wanted to kind of make a game like that, alongside, kind of using fun stuff I found from Star Wars and kind of found unsatisfying at times. I really liked that style of game, and it's just a shame those stopped getting made. So I wanted more of them, and fuck it, I made it. Zombie-like reanimation. Oh yeah. Ron Coda Malevolence. Oh yes. Right now. 5:30 a.m. Leave no survivors. That's him! Kill him! So this here is where you start fighting human enemies. This is where you show your evil and obscenity to the devil. Now, throughout the entire game, you actually could not pick up enemy weapons. Now, some you still cannot, like this shotgun, because if I allowed the player to play it, well, there goes a memory leak. But the rocket launcher was the one I actually could get working, and the Uzi, and I think the hand hoe and a few others. But I couldn't find a good spot to implement them, so I put them in poop wrestling. But here we are. You can't see it over there because of the fog. There's giant buildings out in the death and the destruction. And it's like we're underwater. I actually had somebody do a metal track for this too. It's pretty awesome. It was the only commission I took for this game, or paid for, I guess. Otherwise, there was a few paid for assets and models and scripts, but otherwise, here is a shout out to the person who solved the poetry page, and Resident Evil fan console 2001. Thank you for solving that, man. You get the judge. You get the judge more than anyone else. So, thank you. You've been immortalized in the video game. He was the one who solved the name of the Three of Spades Purgatory channel, too. There was a ghost. It's like, who is it? There was a weird ghost in my YouTube channel. Somebody who liked the comments of the weird and violent videos on the channel, and we decided to call them Purgatory. And then I decided to call myself Purgatory after that person. But, yeah, anyway. So we run along the path here. Whee! Come on, Game Guru, you can do it. I believe in you. Come on, Game Guru. Move your fat ass over there. Oh shit, they're behind me. Frame rate's starting to look more like a slideshow now. Uh-oh. Well, anyway. If all else fails, look at the ground. Hope they don't fucking catch you. Anyway. Maybe turn the bloom down a bit. No, turn it back up. Okay, got it. Ah! Look at the ground. Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back to your man. Now me. Now I'm riding a fucking horse. Anyway. I'll blow up the landmine and hope the game doesn't die of lag. Here we go. Boom. We're getting some real fucking bad lag, that's for damn sure. Riddle me this. What's running at like 3 frames a second now, Batman? Your mother. Ah! Anyway. My mother, that's for damn sure. So we pick up the RPG and replace it with the RPG. Reload the pistol first. That is a requirement. Pick up the bazooka, replace it with the bazooka. Oh shit. Try the grenade. And hopefully that can kill him. If it can't, then fuck me. Actually, I got a better idea. Use the assault rifle. I think I got him. Although they're camouflaged in black, they knew I was coming. So you can have a fair duel, a rocket launcher battle, or you can just snipe them. It's really up to you. You're given like all kinds of weapons at this point. And that's one thing I wanted to do that a lot of Call of Duty and other games like it just didn't. Remove the weapon limit or otherwise make it so you have like fucking 10 weapons, which is something I really liked in arena games, but it's kind of a shame that Call of Duty abandoned that. But other things, like you can see, there were benches. This was once a world that was, you know, worth living in. That's now been buried by the destruction. Oh shit, landmines are gonna kill me. I'm gonna run through the minefield here. Oh. Come on there, Marcus. You can do it. I believe in you, buddy. Come on, Marcus. There we go, good. And out there in the distance you can see the silhouettes of buildings and how the trees have kind of taken over the world. It's literally so dark because of the forest that you can't see the fucking sky through it hardly. Let the darkness of this world out to fly. A little development trick. But, yeah, unless you stand right here, you can't see them spawn in. Could also snipe them, though, and that's what I'm gonna do. Aim for the chest if you can, because that's gonna kill them quickest. It might use like 5 shots as opposed to 1, but usually if you aim for the chest, the recoil will bounce your shot up, and then you can shoot him in the head. It's a trick I learned from Black Ops 3. Most people tended to use the aim punch because there was no toughness perk. They tended to use it against its intended design, where the aim punch was supposed to throw off your aim. People just aim for center mass, and if they get shot, well, that's an easy instant kill for whoever you're aiming at, because the recoil is going to bounce your shot up to their head. Speaking of bounce, whee! When the frame rate goes to 20, the gravity goes to 0. It does give me more time to react. I love it when my game on Game Guru decides not to fucking work, because I like doing slow motion shit. It's not so much like a frame rate counter as it is a speed limiter. If you think about it, everything's moving in slow motion. And you know, that's the way I like it. Whee! Anyway. So here's a little visual hint for you. You throw the grenade over the top. Or you can shoot him in the head. Ah, shit. Or you can shoot me in the head. Alright, so all I'm going to do is throw the grenade over the top as instructed by Drill Instructor Spades. Or not. I'm gonna fucking miss. I'm gonna cry, you know, piss my pants a little, maybe shit and cum, and the shotgun's gonna go through the fucking wall. I didn't know the frame rate could do that to things, but, you know, fucking hell, you learn something new every day with Game Guru. Apparently that's how rocket launchers work, too. There we go. Excellent. Oh, I love this little song. Closure. That was a cancelled game. It's probably best it stays cancelled, at least in the form it was originally. Because it looked like another one of them gay Tumblr games. Not that there's anything wrong with that, I'm just not interested in making it anymore. Well, I mean, aside from that crowd being into sex way too much, but, you know, that was not the point of that game, as much as it was to just be, you know, fucking weird in the 80s, I guess. Naturally, I don't want to put sex in my games, because if I can't have some, don't show it to me. Come on. Same shit with the weed or the money. If I can't have some, don't show it to me. The old filthy Frank rule, you know. Anyway. What's going to happen is, if it works, I'm going to go in here. Blow everyone up. That's what happens when my game lags so much that it turns into fucking slow motion. Oh, I love it. Anyway, as you can see, this tomb has been sealed. And there's a dead tree on top. And now you can start to see that there are graves, tombstones everywhere. And here we go along this path. At the end of the development of my game, my microphone started breaking on my laptop, so I kind of opted to use that to my advantage and make it sound like there was fire in the background. People's voices were fiery, so this ending monologue where Marcus and Major Malevolence, who is the only leader of the Empire basically in this district, talk to each other. And you can see all these graves, they're fucking everywhere. And this is what kind of inspired some of the concept art. As we see, we go along here. Radiation. This here is a reveal that every body you saw was actually Kent's face. In this version, this ending, you've killed Kent. There were prisoners in here who were just lined up and shot, people trying to escape behind the bars. The radiation was used to turn them into zombies. And in this part of the game, it breaks the fourth wall by saying that you, as the player, were a bad guy. You are Lady Lucy. Camilla lucidly, I am Lady Lucifer. So you as the player played as Satan throughout this entire game, making a man murder people for no reason other than to turn the world into wanton death and destruction for entertainment. Very meta in a way. But turned this world into a giant bomb, which kind of goes off the theory that the moon was originally attached to the Earth. You can see that the trucks are falling off sideways and there's scaffoldings floating in the sky. It's very dramatic. And the lighting makes it look really fucking spooky too. But the idea was that you're basically fucking up a man, forcing him to murder against his will, and destroying his home. The character of Marcus was taken from Starkiller from The Force Unleashed, obviously, but also I heard a story in school when I was a really young kid about how Mount St. Helens, which I think is that volcano, erupted. One guy stayed because he said it was his home, and he died. And his house, all his dogs and other shit died with him. He had a real nice house, but he just wasn't willing to get away from it. I guess it really was his home. It was almost like Pompeii, caught up in his vices. So, interactive credits scene here. As you can see, the city glitches in and out behind you. So, here we are. Graves and lights. Everything breaking apart. Marcus holding the planet in his hand. The world is his. But at what cost? That's the night the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they hung an innocent man. Well, don't trust your soul to no backward southern lawyer. Because the judge in the town's got bloodstains on his hands.